Why do you think you're single?
I think I'm single because I haven't made time to date seriously because I get because of my kids, I'm just really selective about who I choose to pursue. And the people that have tried to pursue me, they're already in relationships or, too young or not mature enough. And it's like I kind of just haven't made time, honestly, with me working and having kids.
You are what you attract. You attract your level in the sexual marketplace. So if these are the guys you're attracting, then that means that she's coming off as the fun time girl. It's either she's coming off as the fun time girl or her value is extremely low. So maybe she doesn't. There's something wrong with the way she's presenting herself, because no, it has to be the fun time girl because you're getting guys who are already in relationships and they're thinking that, oh yeah, I could get something going with her. She's presenting herself as the fun time girl. But the other thing that's disturbing is that, okay, but if you are only at work, are these your coworkers? Because that would explain a lot. Yeah, when you get these manufacturing jobs, you working at warehouses and stuff like that. Oh man, it's like, welcome back to Money, Marriage, and Media. Today we are with Kendra G Singles Live on YouTube. She wants to date, but she doesn't have time. The cousins think she still wants her child's father. We've seen this. I've called this out before, where women claim to, they claim they want a man in their life, but they are not making time in order for one to be there or even to meet him. So let's go ahead and see what we got here.
Oh,
Hey, Kendra.
hey, baby. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Jessica. How are you?
Good, Jessica. Where you calling me from?
I'm shocked you picked me. I'm calling you from Michigan.
Michigan's in
How
the
are
building.
you?
Good. You so
Yes,
pretty.
Michigan is in the building. Thank you. And you're beautiful as well.
Thank you, Jessica. How old are you?
I am 36.
36. What you do for a living?
I work in manufacturing. So
Manufacturing. Okay. I would not have guessed 36 for her. I would have said, mid to late 30s, but she looks good for her age. So let's keep going. So it's sounding good so far.
assembly.
Manufacturing. You have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have two. I
Two
have an
kids.
11-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Both by
And
the
my
same
son
man?
just, yes, both by the same man. And my son just made the honor roll, and he has a special honors program coming on the 26th. So shout out to him
Okay,
because
shout out
he's
to you.
So
great.
well behaved.
You ever been married?
No, but I was engaged to my kid's father.
Okay. Jessica, what are you, Jessica, Michigan. What's your zodiac sign?
I am a Virgo, September.
So manufacturing, two kids.
It's interesting that Kendra didn't ask her anymore about her previous relationship because, again, you engaged to the child's father. Seems like you're on your way to creating a happy family, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't work out. It can be like, to me, that's the most pertinent thing, not what's her sign. But I guess Kendra has a checklist that she has to go through, and probably to maintain some kind of order because she does this. She's doing multiple people a night. She probably just maintains that checklist.
Is Michigan. Her kids 11 and 10. What kind of
Yes.
man you looking for?
Well, honestly, I haven't really been dating. I know that sounds terrible, but with me working, I work 5 to 6 days a week. I work like afternoons, so I really don't have time, or, well, not really don't have time. I haven't really made a lot of time to date seriously. But I'm
Okay.
interested in dating, and
Not
that's just
interested
me
in
being
dating.
honest. I am interested in dating.
Now you're interested in dating.
Yes.
Okay. Um, so what kind of man are you looking for?
Someone that's independent, um, just being able to hold their own, respectful, very much so respectful. I run into a lot of people that can't really vocalize in a respectful manner. So respectful is definitely a must, especially with two kids.
What she's really trying to say is that she wants a guy who's not going to talk about her past, who's not going to shame her for her past decisions. I mean, that's I can that's reasonable. Okay, so to be fair, there's nothing that I haven't heard that's like a red flag deal breaker, or it's going to be a deal breaker for most guys. Does she have two kids? Yeah, but she's also attractive. So I mean, when you're in that age group, when you're in your when you're in the age group of late 30s, most women are going to have kids already. So if you waited that long to find a wife, then this is what you should be expecting. Shout out to the Concur Network because he hit on that the other night, and that's a great point. Is that when you're looking, do you wait to your late 30s to try and get a relationship and get married? Yeah, most of the women are going to have kids by that point because remember that children is a biological imperative. Now you waited until geriatric pregnancy. Most women are not going to wait that long. They're going to try and have kids sooner than that. Whether or not they get married, that's a different question. But if you're a guy and you're waiting to date women at that point in your life, then this is what you get. So, like I said, I don't think it's unreasonable. But yeah, she's looking for somebody who is not going to try and shame her on her past decisions, which makes me wonder what's the situation like with the child's father or the kid's dad. Like, what kind of man is he? So,
Okay. What's some deal
Uh,
breakers?
oh, no felons, nobody that's been to prison, that type of thing. I just, I mean, I'm just being honest. You wouldn't believe the people that I run across. So, just somebody
uh oh.
that's respectful at their own job, can take care of their own, because I take care of my own. I don't know. I guess nice looking, between the ages of 30, no older than 45, I guess.
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No, but does have to be employed.
Okay.
Yes.
Does it have to be employed? Let's do the Kendra Cam.
For actually, he does have to make a certain amount of money because she wants him to be able to support himself. So you can, like, I'm starting to believe that women don't really know numbers like that. I mean, technically, we could go in and figure out what the guy needs to make because she says she's in Michigan. Okay, so she wants to be able the guy to be able to support himself. So we could look at the average income there, and you more than likely use that as a minimum. But I think that she says there is no number because again, when women aren't checking for numbers like that, they don't. As long as you have I don't think you can just have a job like she says. I think you need a career because anybody can work a job, but I don't know. Something's just trying to tell me that. But let's keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a little stool. I'm sorry. I don't know how much you can see, but
Oh, like you got a thick buy. Okay, she
sorry.
thick with it.
Yeah. Sorry.
She's
But
short
I
too.
don't got no shoes on. I just got off work not too long ago. So I was just, this is my first time on your station on YouTube. I've seen it on Instagram and I've also seen it on Facebook. So,
Okay. Does the guy have to be in Michigan?
preferably, yes.
Okay. What's the age range you would do?
Okay, finally somebody who's being honest about that. Because again, when women have kids, yeah, they want you in the same area that they're in because their kids are there. Their kids going to school. Like you live somewhere else, that means they got to uproot them kids. They don't want to do that. So at least she's being honest about that. But there's some other there is a red flag that she talked about that I'm trying to hold on to until later and see what we get. But yeah,
Do you're 36.
Yes. So, 30 and up to 45, not someone
Do
close
you
to
want
my
more
age,
kids?
preferably. I actually have my tubes tied, so I'm not really sure. I kind of had an interesting history, so I don't know. That's kind of on
no,
the
just
fence.
say no.
Not against it, but I think it would take a lot of work for me to have more kids,
Okay.
considering my situation.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
I want to say a year and a half, 2 years, and that was with my kid's father.
Okay.
But
You don't
we
have to
Yeah,
answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
passed.
Okay.
great choice. A lady will never discuss that type of topic. So I don't know why we get ladies on here or women on here that like to discuss that. They'll flat out tell you, and it's like, oh, okay, that's what type of girl you are. Yeah, but she was with the child's father up until 2 years ago. She said one of her kids is like 11, right? what's going on here? Like he was with that dude for 10 years at least, right? Well, I guess if it's on and off, but still, it's like I'm a little. I'm not. I'm trying to figure out why Kendra hasn't addressed that issue because that should be a big one right there.
Why do you think you're single?
I think I'm single because I haven't made time to date seriously because because of my kids, I'm just really selective about who I choose to pursue. And the people that have tried to pursue me, they're already in relationships or, too young or not mature enough. And it's like I kind of just haven't made time, honestly, with me working and having kids.
Okay, hang on
So
here. Hang on a second
that's me.
because
What's the age range do with that? You're 36.
All right, at least 30, nobody younger than 30, no higher than 45. I think that's kind of a good range.
Do you have three flaws?
okay, I don't know why she's not addressing this. It seems pretty obvious to me though. You are what you attract. You attract your level in the sexual marketplace. So if these are the guys you're attracting, then that means that she's coming off as the fun time girl. It's either she's coming off as the fun time girl or her value is extremely low. So maybe she doesn't. There's something wrong with the way she's presenting herself, because no, it has to be the fun time girl because you're getting guys who are already in relationships and they're thinking that, oh yeah, I could get something going with her. She's presenting herself as the fun time girl. But the other thing that's disturbing is that, okay, but if you are only at work, are these your coworkers? Because that would explain a lot. Yeah, when you get these manufacturing jobs, you working at warehouses and stuff like that. Oh man, it's like, let me just leave it there. But yeah, no, you got to be careful around that. And then if you end with one person, and then all of a sudden now you got a reputation around the job, then of course she can't leave that job because she got two kids that she trying to support. So that's gonna be tough. But like I said, I'm a little surprised that. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm reading too much. Maybe I'm giving Kendra too much credit, because after you've done a number of these things, I'm pretty sure you're just trying to get through them. So
Do I have what?
Three flaws.
that's a great question,
Yes,
by
I
the way.
believe everybody has flaws. Some are just more obvious than others. I feel like I kind of held on to my last relationship a lot longer than I probably should have because it was my first real relationship. I feel like in the beginning, I wanted to be married, I wanted the family thing. And when I wanted it, he didn't want it. And then when he wanted it, I didn't want it. And I think that kind
Uh
of, I
oh.
really wasn't mature enough at the time. I feel like I didn't really hold myself accountable to a lot of things because I
Okay.
was so young, I guess. And so now that I'm older, I feel like I could have put in more work. I felt like hurt people. So he hurt me and I kind of wanted to hurt him back. So in the end, it really wasn't a productive relationship. And I feel
Okay.
like I've matured a lot since that relationship. But
Notice here, right? She feels like she's matured a lot. But what did she say before? Is that when he wanted marriage, she didn't. She was immature, and now she is. Is she trying to get back with her ex? Is the real question. Or I guess the better question is, because she's on a show like this, is he even an option anymore? Did he close the door on it? That's why she's on here. See, stuff like that, you gotta ask. That's a tough question to ask, especially because I don't know. That just seems to be what's going on to me, and I can't unsee that, or I can't unhear her answers. So yeah,
he's a great person and I still care about him, but it's just, I don't feel like it's a productive relationship. And I don't feel like, I don't know what's the best way to put it. I don't know what happened, I guess, in there. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like,
yeah, she's still caught up on him because the question was about three flaws, and all she's done is talk about her previous relationship. She's 100% caught up on this dude. Again, but my question is, say, why is he not an option anymore? Why is she not trying to work it out with him? Did he turn her down and say ultimately he's just did he close the door on it?
We were together for a long time, and I think we grew a lot, but we just didn't grow going in the same direction.
This is your child's father?
Yes,
When was the last time you guys was
absolutely.
intimate?
You said we could pass on the last time I was intimate.
He was the last person?
He was the last person, speaking
Okay,
honestly.
well, listen, let me say this because the cousins feel like you still stuck on your baby daddy.
It's not that I'm still stuck. It was just a lot of hurt in that relationship, and it's just hard to talk about sometimes.
Well, is there a way to reconcile? Y'all do have.
Again, it's hard to talk about, but you're on a YouTube show with thousands of viewers openly talking about it. So it's not hard to talk about. What's hard to talk about is the fact that you're still caught up on him, and it's more. The more she talks, the more I'm starting to think it's him who has walked away, and he's not interested in her anymore. And I think he made that very clear to her. So now she's trying to finally stepping out there, and it's like, you know what? I'm let me hold that. Let me hold that thought because I want to hear a little bit more. And I may need to something confirm something first.
Have a child together.
We have two kids together,
Right.
but I feel like it was a lot of time wasted in that relationship because we honestly couldn't keep it together at all. We've tried and it just doesn't work. So I feel like
Well, I didn't even
I don't
catch
want to
it,
keep.
and it could be because I'm kind of sleepy. But they say that you still want to be your child's father.
No, it's not that I still want to be with him. I honestly want to move past it. I feel like I've already moved past it, but it's just a painful subject to talk about because of
Well, you
the
started
kind
talking
of
about it. We would
history.
never know if you didn't bring it
Oh
up.
no, absolutely. I get it. No
Yeah.
problem. I'll admit, it is a sore subject, but I can't be transparent and not speak about it. Is what I'm
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well,
This
why would it
is
gotta be like?
yes, you can because this is a national platform. Like when you get on a date with a guy, maybe by the second or third date, yeah, you can start to talk about that stuff. But you haven't even met a guy yet, and you're already telling stories about your ex. So yeah, the audience has it right on this. She is hung up on this guy, and now how much she's hung up on him, I have a theory about. But again, I'm waiting for some confirmation on a couple things first.
Lucky to be with you.
I feel like I'm very family oriented. I'm a great mom. Um, I feel like I'm a work in progress, but I'm still genuine, and I feel like a lot of people aren't anymore. I run into a lot of people or a lot of men that feel like they want to be chased or they're not putting forth the same effort that I'm putting forth. And I feel like that's rare.
That's rare. All right.
Yeah, translation: the new guys just want sex; they don't want a relationship. Which confirms that she's giving off the vibe as being the fun time girl. I mean, by her answers, you could say that she's not trying to be. So maybe she's not doing it consciously, but that's the vibe she's giving off. Because again, go back to what she said before. I want a guy who's independent. These guys, I'm a genuine person. I don't see a lot of that around. It's giving off the vibe that she wants a relationship. The other guys, or they're already in relationships and they're talking to me. The other guys just want her for sex, and she's looking for a relationship. So
We gotta go, boo. How can the
All
guy
right.
reach out to you, Jessica?
My Instagram is better this way 86.
Why do you have none of your business at the for your name?
Yeah, cause that popped up. I think that's because that's my name on my email. I get a lot of spam, so when it said log in, that's what popped up. That's my email.
So what is how you want the guy to reach out to you?
Instagram or Facebook, and you have that.
Okay,
That
what is it
is
on
well, it's not.
Instagram?
It is better this way 86.
Better
This
this
way,
way 86.
yes,
Is this you?
yes, it is. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
That's
I like
perfect.
makeup and hair.
You said it like a
Yeah,
lot. Better
you said
underscore
it.
this.
Yep, that's me.
All right, that's her on
That's me.
Instagram.
Okay.
Better This
Well,
Way 86. Jessica,
Thank you for
Michigan
your time.
36. No problem. Hold on one second.
yeah, and it's set to private, so there's no point in even trying to look at it. But what I didn't get here was the relationship. She didn't say her ex boyfriend. What I didn't hear was a clear differentiation between when they were in a relationship and when's the last time they had sex. I get the impression, I couldn't confirm it though, because there was no follow up questions to it. But I get the impression that the reason why it's not working out is because he just wants her for sex now, and he's put her in that sex only category. And I think she finally figured that out. That's why she's on here, because she's trying to put herself out there again. Because again, look back at what the answers that she gave us, right? I haven't really made time for dating. Why? Because she's still having sex with her ex. So she's still hoping that they're going to get back together, and it's on and off again. So that guy has been stringing her along all this time. She finally got wind of it, and now she's saying, "Well, I got to meet somebody else because we're never going to get back together." The guy's not going to offer her commitment. More than likely, it's because when he was looking for that, she wasn't, and she explained. She actually hinted at what that was. Is that when she wanted it, he wasn't ready. So there's probably some cheating going on there. And then when he's ready to lock her down, she's probably figuring out, oh well, no, I'm out here, living I want to live my best life now. She was probably waiting around for him to say that just to get back at him for all the times that he cheated on her. So, I mean, that's a jumbled mess in itself. Um, because she doesn't. That I almost feel bad for her because again, you got two kids in this mix. Again, she's out here trying to get back on the dating scene at 36 with two kids, and do the majority of guys that are going to hit you up at that age with kids is, yeah, you're the fun time girl. Most men are not going to try and marry you at this point just because you're so caught up on your ex that a new man will have to come in and he'll have to. Okay. Yeah. She might want to seek therapy, to work through those issues with her ex, because clearly I don't think what she's been doing is working. Because again, Kendra never asked her questions about her ex, but she went into a whole dialogue about him, about their past relationship. Now, it's a shame too, man. She's got to turn it around if she's really trying to. I don't know if marriage is the goal for her or if she's just looking for you know, companionship, somebody to make it to the end of life with. I mean, yeah, I think she said the youngest kid is 11, so yeah. Didn't really talk about what kind of yeah, she didn't give any specific requirements. I heard nothing about yeah, I think she just might be looking for companionship. She might just be lonely and just looking for somebody that's going to just offer companionship in a commitment, be in a committed relationship. Probably just like boyfriend material. A guy to just go on dates with and help be companionship. That's we're gonna leave it at that, right? But guys, this is an interesting video. Let me know if you guys want me to continue to break down videos like this. Let me know in the comments, because while I do like doing them, Kendra doesn't seem to be as active on her YouTube platform. So if I need to jump into the Instagram, version of her show, let me know that. All right. But guys, interesting conversation. Best of luck to this woman, because we don't know if she's trying to get married or not. If she's not trying to get married, then yeah, there's probably hope for her. But if she is trying to get married, that's a whole nother discussion. But I'm gonna say goes to the next time. Peace.